Hey everybody, this is Scott Walters, and you are watching the Scott Walters Wanderings Travel Podcast. This is episode number 7. That's like this, 7. So today we're going to be talking with my children, and I'll be bringing them in a second. But I just want to remind everyone that if you book a vacation between now and December 31st of 2020 for any time to travel during 2021, for each $1,000 of land or cruise fare, you will be able to get $21 off that cost of your trip. This does not include airfare, it does not include insurance, but it is going to be a good value for you. If your family vacation is going to cost $5,000, you'll be getting $105 off your trip. So that's our big special going on now through the end of the year. Lots of Black Friday specials, too many to mention because it's time to bring in my kids. So here we go. First we have Sydney, then we have Andrew, and then we finally have Emma. So we're all here. Good afternoon, folks. Wow, we're real talkative, aren't we? Ay. Anyway.
Hello.
Oh, that's better. Okay. So we're all here at different parts of the house. We want to talk about travel with the children. We want to find out what they like, what they don't like, where they want to go, and stuff like that. So I guess the first question I want to ask is, for each of you, what was your favorite vacation you've had so far in your life? And we'll start with Emma.
It would probably have to be Alaska, the Alaska cruise.
The Alaska cruise. Why was that so great?
Because we got to travel to like the other side of the world, not like the other side of the country. And we haven't been on a cruise in a while, so it was really fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you got to see a lot of good stuff then, right?
Yeah.
What was the favorite thing you saw or did during the cruise?
Probably the Alaskan dance. I forgot where it was, but I didn't.
Oh, in Ketchikan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course the lumberjack show was pretty nice too, right?
Yeah.
They wanted to give you that chair, remember?
But we couldn't take it home, so.
We couldn't take it home. It wouldn't fit in our luggage. All right, Andrew, what was your favorite vacation you had?
Probably when we went to Universal.
When we went to Universal. Interesting. What did you like about Universal?
The Harry Potter rides.
Of course. They are great, there's no doubt. That one, I thought I was going to get thrown out of it, though. That was really crazy. And, of course, I like the butterbeer. That was my favorite drink. So what about you, Sydney? What was your favorite vacation you've taken?
Well, I always love going to Disney. There's always that. But I also really loved going to Paris and then London.
Yes, you had a trip all by yourself with your mother. That's right. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
That must have been a great trip.
Yeah.
So now, since we got the best trips out of the way, we got to talk about the worst trips because, people need to know that too. This time we'll start with Andrew. Andrew, what was the worst trip you've ever taken? The worst vacation trip?
Probably the One Princess Cruise where the guy was singing "I Was Born in the USA."
Oh, that was Carnival Cruise. What was not so good about that one?
Well, it was really crowded, especially during the shows. And the food wasn't as good as Disney's.
Okay. Well, listen, that's honest. That's honest. Plus, that guy singing "Born in the USA" was kind of, he didn't have it exactly in pitch, but he was funny. What about you, Sydney? The worst vacation you've had?
I think I would have to second Andrew.
The Carnival Cruise. Wow.
Yeah. Well, you take us on all these Disney cruises, and Carnival can't live up to it.
Well, there you go. That's a pretty simple statement. Emma, your least favorite vacation and why?
The same answer as all of them.
So the same answer as your brother and your sister? The Carnival Cruise?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. But you see, the good news is, go ahead.
The woman at like the kids She threatened to eat us. Yeah.
Oh, she threatened to eat you.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't hear about this until now. I'm today years old. Look at that. That's crazy. All right, now Sydney, you had a special trip for your Sweet 16, and you went to Paris and London, or I guess London and Paris were doing it in proper order. What was the best part of that? And what was so special about that besides the fact you celebrated your 16th birthday in Paris?
Well, definitely for London. I think it was when we went to go see Mamma Mia.
I was getting some feedback. So seeing Mamma Mia on the Broadway, so the West End stage, that was your favorite part. And what about Paris?
Oh yeah, Paris. Well, I guess seeing the Eiffel Tower, that was a pretty great thing. And then also having that macaroon making class in the Galeries Lafayette.
But you didn't share any with me. You little piglet.
Well, they said they wouldn't last long, so we had to eat them fast.
Oh, then there you go. Yeah, it's the sacrifices you make. Yes, Sam, you had something to add or say?
Sydney, what did you like better? The night, like being at night, seeing the Eiffel Tower, or being in the day, seeing the Eiffel Tower?
I would have to say nighttime, because at night it was every hour or half hour or so, and they would have the whole Eiffel Tower sparkle like their own little mini light show.
Like Disney.
Yeah, like Disney.
Yeah,
exactly.
like Disney. Not as extreme, but close.
Mm-hmm. Now, Sydney, on the way back, though, you had some issue because your plane decided not to want to fly, and you had to stay overnight at a hotel by the airport. What was that whole day like? Because I really never heard about that.
Well, it was kind of crazy because we had to wake up so early because our flight was an early one. And so we got up early, we got a quick breakfast, and we drove right over to the airport from our hotel. And we're waiting there. And they keep saying, and they're saying, oh, your flight is delayed for this reason. Oh, your flight is delayed for that reason. A lot of technical difficulties with the airplane. And finally, like many hours later, they have to provide lunch for us as well. But we're able to get on the airplane. And then they make an announcement that with all these fixings they had to do, they were running the airplane and the battery, I think, ran out, and or like they ran out of fuel or something. So we just couldn't even leave that day. So yeah, we had to go into a nearby hotel.
Well, at least they paid for that. But yeah, that can be a real bummer experience, no doubt. So,
Yeah.
So now, let's go back to like Disney and ask some questions. These are going to be like quick questions for you. So the first question is, what is your favorite attraction at Disney World? Emma, go first.
So does it have to be like in a specific park, or can it be like?
No, it's just your favorite thing in all of Disney World. Your favorite attraction,
Okay,
ride, show, whatever.
Soarin' from Epcot.
Soarin' and Epcot. Andrew, what's your favorite?
I think seeing the different cities, countries in Europe.
Okay, and Epcot there. Okay, that's your favorite. Sydney,
Yeah.
what's your favorite ride or attraction at in Disney World?
Well, my all-time favorite ride in Disney World is the Tower of Terror in Hollywood Studios.
And Emma's shaking her head. Emma, do you have a problem with the Tower of Terror?
Yeah, I just don't like it drop. Like I don't like the drop. And also Andrew, seeing the different countries around Europe, not Europe, Disney World and Epcot is not an attraction. That's all I have to say.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Of course it's an attraction. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow, they are siblings, can't you tell? So, all right, now what's your least favorite ride or attraction at Disney World? Andrew, what's your least favorite?
I don't really have a least favorite.
Oh, listen to him, ever the diplomat. Sydney, do you have a least favorite?
Not really.
Okay. Emma, do you have a least favorite? I bet
Tower
we'll
of Terror.
guess. The Tower of Terror. I knew that. I knew that somehow.
Oh.
I knew that. Well, my favorite attraction is the People Mover. I could be on that all day long. I love that People Mover in the Magic Kingdom. That's my favorite. And my least favorite attraction? Well, I have to think about that. Probably the Seven Dwarfs Mine Ride. And it's not because it's not good. It's because my poor body doesn't fit in the seats properly. And it's always a bother. Yes, Emma, you have something else since you're raising your hand?
This is a question for all four of us.
Okay, go ahead.
What's your favorite Disney park? Yeah.
Who's going to take that first? Andrew, Sydney, which one of you? Emma, repeat the question again.
What's your favorite Disney park? I'll go first since none of them are stepping up. Okay. My favorite is probably gonna be Epcot because it has a lot of fun rides there, and you get to meet the characters.
Okay, Epcot's her favorite. Andrew, what's your favorite?
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, why? Turn down your volume, buddy.
Well, because
you're phasing out. So why Animal Kingdom, bud?
Because you get to see all the animals, and
Okay.
and I like Lion King, and they show Lion King.
Oh, you like the Lion King?
Sure. They also show Avatar.
That's true. There's the Avatar part. Yes, that is a great ride. There's no doubt. Flight of Passage is awesome. Sydney, what's your favorite park?
Well, going off of my favorite ride, I guess I would have to say Hollywood Studios. Also because they have the Rock and Roller Coaster there.
That's right. You finally got to ride it after many, many years of delays and not being tall enough and all of that. You screamed like a baby. No, that was me that screamed like a girl. I forgot. My favorite park in Disney is probably going to be the Magic Kingdom because it's where it all began. And there's still a lot of great rides and things to see and good food and all of that. My least favorite park, though, is I'm not sure about a least favorite, but you do a lot of walking in the Animal Kingdom, even though they got Expedition Everest, which is a great roller coaster. But I'm not sure. I'll pass judge on my least favorite. Now, what about other places we've been to besides Disney and Alaska or London and Paris? What other places would you recommend for families to go on vacation that you've actually been to? Emma, go ahead. You're ready to go. Tell me.
Probably Hershey's Park because it's a really fun ride for kids 2 and older, and you get
so
Hershey.
Okay, Hershey Park is a nice place. There's no doubt. Andrew, what about a place we've been to that's good for families to travel to?
I think Juneau, Alaska is a nice place to go because they have hiking. You're going to go hiking there. You get to go on that thing that you go down. Yeah,
the tram. Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
And of course, you can go to the Mendenhall Glacier, which is not too far away. We didn't get there, but it is there. Sydney, a favorite place for families that is not Disney World, perhaps.
Well, one of our most recent trips, the Rocking Horse Ranch, we went in both the summertime and in the winter, and we had lots of fun during both seasons. Should we talk about that?
There you go. Well, let's talk about the Rocking Horse Ranch since you brought it up, and it is a great place. Emma's already has her hand up, so she wants to say something about it. So go ahead, Emma.
I like it in the winter kind of better than in the summer because like you get to do
Why, the
skiing
banana
and,
boat?
like, no, in the winter better than the summer.
Right, because of the banana boats, right? And then
Oh.
throwing you off the banana boat.
Yeah, probably that. But also in the
Probably
winter
that.
you get to do skiing and sledding,
Okay.
and you get to ice skate, have hot
That's true.
chocolate,
Yes.
and yeah, and even do a campfire.
Yes, and you even went on those inner tubes. Remember? At night. That was pretty cool. So, Andrew, what's your favorite part of the Rocking Horse Ranch?
I think it's gonna be the banana boat.
Yeah, I know you like the banana boat. I know you went many times in a row. It's actually fun. I went once, and that was enough for me because I'm an old man. That's a young man's sport. The banana boats are a young man's game, not me. But I do enjoy the horse riding. There's no doubt about that. They're very, very nice horses there. Sydney, what's your favorite part of the Rocking Horse?
I think I would also have to say the horses. I think
Yes.
I really like horseback riding. And in the summer it's nicer because your toes aren't freezing off.
Well, that's true. Yes,
But-
Emma, you have a
But
point?
in the summer you're sweating to death.
Oh my
so,
gosh, listen
yeah.
to these people.
No, the trails were really cool because we're mostly under the trees.
But when you're not under the tree, it's sweating to death.
Oh,
Ay, ay, ay.
I'm telling you. The food was pretty good too, though. You have to admit that. Yeah, they got lots of good food. So the Rocking Horse Ranch is definitely high on their list of great places. I think another great place to go visit for families is Boston. And we haven't even gotten through all of Boston. We've gone several times. And I think there's a lot of good things to go to there. And we enjoy that also. So next question. Where in the world do you want to go to that you haven't been so far? And I'm going to start with Andrew. Andrew, where in the world do you want to go that you haven't been so far?
I want to go to Belgium. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to London. I want to go to France. I want to go to Iceland. I want to go to Australia. And I want to go to Russia.
Oh my gosh, Andrew! I think maybe if you join the military, you can go to all the military bases in those countries, except for Russia, because we don't have a military base there. That's excellent, though. It's a great list. Sydney, where in the world do you want to go to that you haven't been so far?
Maybe some sort of tropical island, like Hawaii.
Hawaii, sure.
Yeah.
Hawaii's great. There's no doubt about it. Well,
I could
we'll
do
work
all
on that for you.
Okay, I could do all the water activities. What do you do? What's
You
the
get
one?
more banana boating in.
Oh, of course, banana boating, water skiing.
And don't forget, you could learn how to do the hula. Get those hips moving. Emma,
I've been practicing.
what about you? Where in the world do you want to go to that you haven't been yet?
Well, I want to go to China, even though I was born there, but like, I want to go back.
Okay.
I want to go to Australia, and
Australia?
that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So you and Andrew can go to Australia and
I
we'll
also
send you
want to
back
go
to
to
China.
Africa.
Oh, Africa. Maybe a safari. See the
Yeah.
elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. Climb Mount Kilimanjaro. 19,000 feet. You guys can do it. I'll stay at the base camp and drink a beer. So let's see. Is there anything else you want to talk about family vacations and the whole thing about being with your siblings, maybe in a car for a long time, or having to deal with maybe a smallish space of a cruise ship cabin or a hotel room or something that might be good wisdom, words of wisdom for other people with families. Sydney, I'll start with you. Do you have any words of wisdom as far as that goes?
Well, I guess from experience, as we've driven to Florida many times, the 5 of us, it can be fun at times. You get to talk with your siblings. You can play games, card games. Card games are fun. You can watch a movie. That's fun. So yeah, road trips can be cool. I wouldn't dread them. The cabins on the cruise ships are small, but you get out all the time. There's so many places to go on cruise ships that you're never in your cabin.
Well, that's true. That is a good point. Andrew, what about you? What advice or words of wisdom do you have about traveling in a family unit, sometimes in smallish spaces and all of that?
I think that if you're driving by car, you should have something to keep you busy because you always get bored and you don't know what to do. And then it turns out you're singing songs from the radio. But I mean, I would prefer the Amtrak because at the Amtrak you get served food, you get to sleep there, and there's a lounge where you can play card games without having to worry about buckling up or any type of stuff like that. On a cruise ship, definitely just like take a time to look out the window and see like the gorgeous view that they have. You know, because not a lot of people take the view for granted. You know, they just care about what they're gonna do next. You know, just like live life.
There you go. YOLO, right? Is that what they say? YOLO? I heard that. Emma, what about you? What words of wisdom do you have for traveling with a family?
I don't really know, but whenever we drive in a car somewhere that's really far away, I just fall asleep. So
yeah, you're lucky. You do fall asleep fast. There's no doubt about that. I can't fall asleep fast because I'm usually driving, so I won't do that. Yeah. So there you go. Now, Andrew did bring up something, the auto train, and we've taken that a few times to and from Florida. Do you recommend, Sydney, do you recommend the auto train as an alternative to driving all the way down to Florida?
Yeah, the auto train definitely has its perks. It has some pretty good food, and sleeping on the train isn't the most comfortable, but it gets you through the night. And there's Wi-Fi.
As long as there's not a big snorer person. Although they do have the little cabin cars where you can actually, you know, for more money, you could actually be, you know, a little bit more private and maybe less noisy. Although they're not for 5 people, they're only for 4. So I would have to probably not have to be in the cabin car. Emma, what about you in the auto train?
I like the auto train. You get to roam around if you're safe about it, and I think sleeping in the auto train is fine because once you know how to sleep in a car properly, you can sleep in the auto train.
That's true. And again, if there's nobody snoring, you're in a good way. There's no doubt. So there we go. Well, I think that's about it. Is there anything else you all want to add? We'll start with Emma. Anything else you want to add? Final words? Final thoughts about traveling in a family unit and traveling specifically with this family? Any words of wisdom you want to add? You want to give me a hard time? Go ahead. This is your chance to do it.
I don't think there's anything I need to add. Yeah, vacations is fun.
Vacations are fun. Do you think there should be mandatory vacations?
No.
No. So if people don't want to take a vacation, they don't have to. But if they want to take a vacation, it's a good idea. All right, Andrew. Any final words? Any final thoughts?
I'm gonna have to object with Emma because everyone needs a break at a certain point. Because stress is
Okay.
just going to build up over and over again, and you just need some time to relax and just let things go, and then you could go back to work.
All right. So Andrew is in favor of mandatory vacations. Sydney, any final words? Any final thoughts about traveling with this family in particular, our motley crew?
I hate it. Just kidding.
I know. You hate the fact that Daddy's always rushing. That's what you hate.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. I like to take my time.
I understand. Well, I'm getting better at it. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting a little better at it. All right. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. Hopefully, people got a lot of good information and good insight as to how family travel works. And just a final thing before I let everyone go and say goodbye. Don't forget, if you book a trip with Go Options Travel between now and the end of the year, for each $1,000 of land or cruise fare, I will take off $21 for 2021. The booking has to be done by December 31st of this year. Travel has to be has to begin sometime in 2021. So you can go ahead and do that and take advantage. If you want to have more information on traveling in a family unit, certainly you can get in touch with me. And if you have teenagers around or younger kids, my kids can certainly offer sage advice. So again, I want to thank everybody for being on board today. I want to thank you all for watching. And next week we're going to have a special guest, Deacon Tim Kennedy. He's going to talk about being a deacon, being a former policeman, and travel to the Passion Play in Omaha. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.